Hey, usually I have a nice little segment just talk about and, introduce the subject matter, but I think we hate this guy's fucking guts enough to where we could just talk about how to insta-kill him. So here it is, the Fling guide. Enjoy. So just as with any instant kill, we gotta talk about the enemy, and in this case, the Insurrectionist. Obviously, they have a lot of attacks for ULTRAKILL standards, but specifically we're just looking for one. The leap into attack move. Do not be confused with the leap attack, where they jump and immediately fall back down. Anywho, just thought I should mention that. Now that we know which attack to look out for, let's talk about execution and how to fling. So when you see them leap into the air, all you have to do is rocket ride away from them off the stage. The Insurrectionist should try to hit you and extend their arm off the arena, and after a second or two, the Insurrectionist should, as the name suggests, fling off the stage into their death. Yeah, it's really that easy. There is no, line up the gal with the arena or throw the coin at like literal lightning. It's just like, 1, 2, 3, it's a call and response. Simple. You don't even need the butt plug support for this, though unironically, it would help. However, there are some important things to note, which will become quite evident when we talk about why this happens. Now, this is believed to occur when the Insurrectionist is doing their jump into attack move or whatever the fuck, and the player is 100 plus units away, which for some reason makes Insurrectionists increase their jump attack speed to ridiculous amounts, killing them. That is why we rocket ride directly away from them. It is to meet that 100 plus unit distance requirement. It's not because they target the rocket or anything, it's purely distance based. Another important thing to note is that this technique is very, very lenient. I personally find that you only have to meet the requirement of 100 plus units as the Insurrectionist launches their arm out, which, sounds pretty strict on paper, but believe me, it's really lax. It seems like getting off the rocket towards the later part of the move doesn't really stop you or anything. As long as you're comfortable with rocket riding, it'll be pretty easy, which, honestly speaking, if you aren't comfortable with rocket riding in Cybergrind, that's gotta be kind of painful. It's like running a marathon without shoes, and, Jigsaw's hosting it. But hey, speaking of rocket riding, because it's Cybergrind, you're gonna be rocket riding so much, doing a sort of pre-fling, sort of a similar to setting up a zap, is actually quite common and really easy to do because you're going to be rocket riding around 90% of the time. That's another thing about this technique. It's really, really easy. Unlike zapping, which is relatively speaking high luck and skill dependent, to the point where it can be inconsistent for the best zappers, and resorting to the traditional instant kill is understandable. Once you understand flinging, and believe me, you'll understand it very fast, there is really no reason to do anything else in regards to Insurrectionists. There's no memorization, there's not much depth, and there might not be a future for this. And when I say that, of course, I'm talking about not only the SRS canon, but along with it, the impending update, which will no doubt bring patch notes. For those uninformed, the new variant slated to release early 2023 is shaping up to be the Insurrectionist fighting weapon. I mean, the rocket launcher was already amazing for setting them on fire, but huge damage and a stun? That's fucking crazy, and this is gonna undoubtedly change how we fight Insurrectionists. In that regard, it's possible that flinging may be affected in some way, whether it's removed or, doesn't exist anymore, or some shit like that. Honestly, I wouldn't even mind if flinging is removed. I mean, the last video I made regarding the Insurrectionists became outdated in like a month or two, so maybe this is a curse, or a blessing, I don't know. But I'll be sure to cover that when it's out and make any changes necessary to this video. So if you're watching this video and it's already been, the update's already out, you should probably read the description or comments. Now I want to take some time and give my thanks to Arlong, who not only was the one who coined this term that we all use today, but was very helpful with information regarding flinging. And honestly speaking, without her help, this video probably wouldn't have been made, so thank you. I really do appreciate your help. But keep on flinging, because, we don't know how much longer we're gonna have it. And better question, we don't even know where the fuck they go once we fling them, maybe that's how they ended up all the way in 6-1, we just flung them off Cybergrind all the way to 6-1, I mean, when you fling... excuse me? What the fuck are you doing here? Get out of here. Get out of my fucking house, dude. I'm gonna wash my floors, I'm gonna have to wash my windows. I'm gonna have to wash my windows again. Can you believe this guy? I'm gonna have to wash my windows.